Priest Petr Pokrovskiy was born in 1880 in the village of Kazanovo of Ruza County of Moscow Province to the family of psalmist Mikhail Grigorovich and his wife Maria Alexeyevna. In the family there were 6 daughters and 4 sons. They lived in poverty. Often there was neither enough their own bread until new harvest, nor money to buy it, and parents sent children to their neighbors and to the nearest village to borrow some bread. From the age of 10, children helped the father in his work. They seeded, harvested, mowed, and gathered hay, and father bought them small scythes. When children grew up, they did not stop doing farm duties and sometimes even worked daily on a farm for a local priest or deacon. In such cases, they were paid with half of hay, while the rest was given to the host. When elder children had to leave for seminary to study, their father had to sell half of hay to pay for transport. The children did not come back during Christmas or Easter holidays, as there was no money, returning home only in the end of the course. Peter, like his brother Alexander, got primary education at Zemstvo school, while later he finished Volokholamsk Spiritual College. In 1910, his father fell seriously ill and had to retire, while the elder children, Alexander and Peter, had to earn a living for their family, while 3 of their sisters were not married yet, and 2 of them did not have any education. Peter Mikhailovich married psalmist Mikhail Nikolaevich Drugov's daughter Yelena, and was appointed to the Church of the Life-Giving Trinity in the town of Volokholamsk, replacing his father-in-law on this position. Later, Petr Pokrovskiy was firstly ordained a deacon and then a priest. Unfortunately, there is little information about the further life of Father Peter. In 1925 he was sentenced to 6 months of forced labor for not paying church taxes, while in 1930 he was sentenced to 1 year of imprisonment. In 1933, according to the 58th article of the Criminal Code of Russia, the priest was sentenced to 5 years of imprisonment for sabotage against the authorities. Upon his release, Father Peter began to serve the Church of John the Baptist in the village of Ramenya of Moscow region. He lived in one house with priest Peter Nikolsky. On the 22nd of January 1938, priest Petr Pokrovskiy was arrested for anti-kolkhoz agitation among the citizens of Lotoshino and Shakhov districts. On the 2nd of March 1938, according to group criminal case P61300, Father Peter was sentenced by the NKVD Troika to death penalty. On the 14th of March 1938, the priest was executed as a martyr and was buried on Butovo firing range area. On the 29th of May 1959, Petr Mikhailovich Pokrovskiy was rehabilitated. His brother, Holy Martyr Alexander Pokrovskiy, also was executed on Butovo firing range area on the 27th of November 1937.